It's a beautiful morning here in Melbourne, Victoria. Like many Melburnians, I'm heading down Nicholson Street, one of the major commuting roads in the inner northern suburbs. At the Glenlyon Road juncture, the lights turn red, and like many countless days before this one, I am face to face with her. The large yellow rat and its large yellow bottom have been haunting me since the first time I saw it. For over 3 years, one question has been plaguing me. Why? I had only one solid piece of information to go on. The name of the business the mascot sits next to, Glenlyon Motors. The mascot cannot be found on the Glenlyon Motors website, nor on Facebook. It is emancipated from the business's Instagram avatar. In my frantic search, instead of answers, I only found more questions. It became increasingly clear to me that to get the answers I desperately needed, I would have to face the person responsible for creating the leering rat. The maker, the creator, the Frankenstein of the ugly beast that lorded over Nicholson Street. I would have to go straight to the source.
My name's McCrudden. I'm old. I work on old cars because I'm old. It's a family business. I've been here my entire life. Close on 65, and I've probably been here for 63 of those years. So that's what I do. It's just a little workshop in Brunswick. I was here when my grandfather was running the shop where we were just 2 doors away originally, and my father took over from him. My job every morning back in the old service station days was come in and open up the shop, and the old man would show up, I'd make his coffee and bring it in and put it on the desk, and the day would begin. And how it happened with me is the old man came to work one day and he said, "Sit down." I went over word. I went, "Okay." So I sat down. He goes, "When I go home today, I'm not coming back tomorrow." So, been here for a long, long time. The rat. The rat came many, many years ago. Like bottoms, everybody has an opinion, and most of them stink. So they come forth with their opinions about the cars we were building, and I sort of got over that. I don't handle criticism well. I'm pretty shallow and thin-skinned like the rest of the world, even though they say they're not. And in my younger day was a bit more fiery than I am now. In Australian terminology is we don't give a rat's arse. So I came up with the rat. I couldn't draw a stick figure. I had to go and find a mate of mine who can draw and then sit with me and pull that out of me head. And after a little while, we came up with him, and that's exactly what I wanted. The yellow just to stand out. He had to be yellow. And the red eyes, that little bit of anger. How dare you? He's giggling because he's having a laugh at him. This is what I think of your opinion. And it was purely that. It was just thumbing our nose at people and putting it on the back of the car, and that was that. So it came from there, and then it developed a persona and a life of its own, which I didn't plan on. Because I wouldn't give away the logo, higgledy-piggledy, basically, people come in and go, "Oh, can I get a rat for my car?" No, I wouldn't do that. To get a rat on your car, you need to earn it. It doesn't come easy. And by saying that, I think is how I started. I didn't do it intentionally, and away it went. Originally, Glenlyon Motors made its living and its life out of working on fleet cars from the manufacturing that was in the area. And as the manufacturing left, we had to think about what we were going to do. I could see that writing on the wall, that I would change the business from general repairs to restoration and working on older vehicles. And I made that decision probably now, nearly 10 years ago. And in hindsight, it was the best decision. Brunswick, when I was a child, was a blue-collar suburb, and it was a blue-collar suburb before then. It was a very large manufacturing suburb. But as the prices of real estate have gone up over the years and manufacturing's all moved out. Now Brunswick has gone from being a manufacturing suburb to a residential suburb. So the changes have been absolutely huge, just massive. If I was to have left here and come back today, I wouldn't recognise the place. All the things that were here are all gone. I'm probably one of the last ones standing. And it'll die with me, there's no question about that. Yeah. And that's probably only a few more years away. I don't know if the rat will live on. We'll see. In saying that, there's no regrets. At least I've got the nuts to say, that it's really at the end of the day, Mike doesn't really give a rat's arse what people think.